Hello, you're watching the Think Tank M&A show in partnership with Dukascopy TV. I'm here today with Mr. Olivier Taburet from Procad International Switzerland. Welcome, Olivier.
Hi.
So we're going to be talking about LBO and about private equity today. Can you share with us what are the key activities of Procad?
Yes, in Procad International Switzerland, we support transformation activities for the companies, namely also some private investment, private equities. In fact, we have a talent pool of about 300 managers for Switzerland and over 4,000 in France, ready to act on any transformation phase, any sector, any geography.
And when do private equity firms ask for interim executives?
There are essentially two dimensions: the competencies and the variability of the projects. Regarding the competencies, often private equity investments find themselves with managers who can run the business, not change the business. And when you have change management, there is a lot of pressure on many functions: finance, HR, strategy, operations, IT, that need ad hoc complementary resources to cope with the change.
So you work a lot in LBO deals. What are the most frequent issues you run into with LBO?
Of course, LBO means you have to manage the debt and the covenant. It has reporting and treasury management implication. Even more, if there is a deviation of the business plan, well, additional financial costs which may impair the capability to invest the company. Now, nothing of this is rocket science, but the management team is much better off with managers which are used to this practice, rather than discovering it when there are some issues.
And what are the recent deals in the regions?
Well, Geneva is a bit of a special international marketplace, and we have requirements for all over Europe, Middle East, Africa, sometimes intercontinental. Now, beyond the massive transaction of Holcim and Lafarge and the NJJ Capital, Mr. Niel, acquiring Orange Switzerland from Apax, there are deals every month. Gemalto bought a division of Trube in Arrow. You have also some deals on the other side. Skoudelski selling a division to Oberfeur in France. You have also a French transaction processor which acquired a software house recently in Switzerland. That sets the scene for cultural barriers at the time of the post-merge integration. Similarly, on the national front, there are also deals between French-speaking part of Switzerland, German-speaking part of Switzerland. Think about UBP last week that announced the acquisition of the portfolio of RBS Goods.
So you've clearly worked with different kind of investment firm, private equity. So what are the key lessons you've learned from working with this group of people?
I would say one word is anticipate. You know, the private equity firms, they have top talents, very analytical, and those people have a set of action plans ready to deploy, depending on how the stars are aligned. What they expect from their management teams is that they will follow that without notice, at their own speed. And that's not necessarily easy to do, hence having interim managers to complement their teams.
And can you share with us one particular example when there was a need for an interim executive?
Yes, I would illustrate with a specific case of the variability of project. I found myself in an investment where the private equity was planning on the one side an IPO and at the same time in parallel selected divestment of assets. And reasonably, you cannot expect internal organization to permanently be ready to follow such projects. So you had to embark specific profiles for that.
Thank you, Olivier, for sharing this information. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the Think Tank M&A show in partnership with Dukascopy TV. And for now, goodbye.